Now, after 3 emergency bailouts and the biggest debt restructuring in history, there's talk again turning to Greece and its economic problems.
That's right. Over the last few weeks, European finance ministers have been deliberating over just how to deal with the enormous amount of debt on Greece's shoulders at a time when it's also on the front line of dealing with Europe's refugee crisis.
Well, Jong is the managing director at UFX, and he joins us now with his views on the latest chapter of the Greek crisis. The refugee crisis is a bit of an unexpected factor in this whole decade-long near debacle over Greece's debts. Is that something that the IMF and the ECB and the other, masters of the European Union are taking account of?
Well, I think when the Greece debt was discussed and negotiated, the refugee crisis wasn't on the horizon yet, so it wasn't taken account of back then. Nevertheless, and I think we all know that it's come rather quiet around the restructuring of Greek debt and how the economy has been proceeding, but we do see some positive signs in the Greek economy. The restructuring has been ongoing. There have been reforms have been already approved by government, and we do think that there's going to be a light at the end of the tunnel for Greece.
So I mean, where are negotiations then on in terms of cutting the country's debt load? Do you see progress happening on that soon? Or?
Well, we don't really know yet because there's not much in the media about where the negotiations really stand. But we do think that we do see from the figures of the economic figures that the negotiations are progressing and there are positive signs there which are being taken account by the IMF and by the Troika.
I mean, based on the design of the last bailout, has Greece now got a sustainable or unsustainable debt load? I mean, does there have to be more concessions from the Europeans to Greece if the economy is going to be put on the right track?
That's a pretty tough call to make, I would say. Yeah, it's a very big question. I would say it in this way, that the Greek economy and the Greek political system have shown great progress over the last months, and they have shown a willingness to make reforms and to bring the country into better conditions. What, of course, would help a lot if there would be some restructuring on the horizon and there would be some concessions made from the credit givers.
OK, so that's Greece. Let's talk about the rest of the periphery. Italy, Spain, Portugal. Certainly signs of progress, but also rumbling problems in all of those countries. How are you viewing the recovery in the wider periphery right now?
Well, I think the first country I would like to talk about is Cyprus, because they've left the Troika and they've been earlier to come out of the austerity talks with the Troika. And this is really a surprise because it's been coming a lot quicker than expected. Now, the second country which is showing very good progress is Spain, for example. We see continuous good economic figures, although there's still a very high unemployment rate. We do see very good progress there. And I also believe that we could see some positive signs from Italy and France this year.
OK. Jong from UFX, thank you very much for talking to us today.